Hey everybody, welcome to my base here in Space Engineers. Something I've been working on for a little while now. I am in the I'm in survival using the Earth Easy Start base. You can see that is what the blue ship or the blue base is here on top of this crazy assembly I'm working on. It's this U-shaped thing. Anyway, I was working and this has been the best situation so far to learn in this game. There is a huge learning curve. When I first started out, I was using the space easy starts. Kind of helped me get to learn space flying and building a little bit, but it wasn't until I started doing this stuff that I really got into the game, really started learning how to build ships and work with everything else. So anyway, yeah, I found out I could turn these bases into ships and put some thrusters all around them for lift, some thrusters for side-to-side movement, forward and back. So yeah, this first started out about 32.67 kilometers that way, which was about a 20-25 minute flight carrying this big old base. The reason I flew it here was to attach it to this base. It's a pirate base. They spawn with in survival. So anyway, I'm just putting everything together, making some big old base, and the goal eventually is to turn this into a big old mega ship. Here's my mega miner. This is my pride and joy right here. You can see I got a few of these or two of these little blue ships. These are the spawn ships you spawn in when you are in survival and you don't have a med bay. Spawns you in a ship and you gotta fly it back to your base. With my GPS coordinates, I can respawn and bring these ships back. And I've been using them. First one I attached here was to fly this part of the base. You need a cockpit for flight. And then this one I built on into making this freaking huge thing. Original goal was just to have this, just dig big old holes in the ground. I don't know. I like the idea of just having this, just a big old thing. Took multiple tries to get this to work because I had them all spaced to save on resources like it is in here, kind of checkerboard. But out toward the edge, I could not have any spacing or else it would not penetrate the ground. It would hang up on edges left behind. Yeah, this has been just a whole load of fun. This is the docking station I made for it. It was originally attached right here. And moved it down to here. So when the super ship gets built, it's going to be centered evenly in the back. I'm going to have thrusters on either side of it. So it's going to nestle in between its rockets, be able to unload resources. And yeah, it's just a big old thing. It's going to take a while to make, and I wanted to start a video on it, show progress and things like that, and start the gaming series for the RV channel. Got 8 hours in today working on the Sumo Springs. Wrap those up, so I'm feeling like I've earned some gaming. So yeah, I'm going to cut everything. This is going to be the side of the ship. I'm going to cut everything that's basically hanging over this wall right here. I'm going to chop this part off, this pre-pirate base ore processing. It's like a little base station. Not much going on when you show up to these, just a lot of defense, a lot of these turrets. I was getting murdered. You see I have enter GPS coordinates right there. 500 meters away, that's where the gun started shooting at me. So I burrowed into the ground, burrowed my way all the way over. I'll show you in a second. But yeah, these were loaded with turrets. There's a bunch of interior turrets just everywhere inside these buildings. So you could go shoot up all the turrets and then you take over the base. I now think I have all the turrets gone. Every once in a while I'll turn the corner and get murdered because I missed a turret. See how the doors don't work because they're not my doors, so I had to cut through the walls. This is my first experience with proximity mines. These are warheads, and Once you got close, there's a speaker up here. So yeah, this whole thing is really, really awesome in this level. I'm learning a lot on this deal I got going here. But yeah, you got close, there's a little speaker up here, so intruder detected, and then boom, I died. It was awesome. Yeah, this is where I burrowed in, came right up through one of the pillars here, supporting the base. This goes all the way down into the ground, and runs off in a tunnel to that enter point. Unknown signal has dropped satellites that have resources in them, and clothing upgrades, designs. Really, really cool game. I love the creative aspect of it. The last game that was that I enjoyed this much was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Oh my gosh, that game brings back good memories. Get nostalgic just thinking about it. Fantasy game, so there's a lot of fun fantasy type things in it. I really, really enjoyed that game. But this is a little more realistic. You build your ship, you fly it up into space, fly to Mars. There's Mars around here somewhere. There's a moon. Actually, that might not be the moon. There is like a moon around here somewhere. And you fly to, and I believe that's the only place to get platinum except for asteroid strikes. Oh yeah, these pirate bases also have drones I had to shoot down. So yeah, this has become just the best for learning. Played a lot on multiplayer until the asshole server did like a Vox, well, both a Voxel, however you say that, Voxel reset. Basically reset the land and all my mining tunnels. I was pretty pissed about that, and was like, whatever, just I guess I have to remine every once in a while. Then my base disappeared. All that work I put into my base on the multiplayer server, and so I was done. Absolutely fucking done putting any effort into building a long-term base build on. If I go back to multiplayer, it's just going to be a quick games. Maybe I'll join a faction. But yeah, they just did a freaking whole server reset. My base just poof disappeared. So I'm here playing the single player. One day I will probably make this. Actually, I will make this public and get some people in here to help build this even bigger. Get some actual player characters. They don't have much NPC going on in this game except for these drones, and they don't really. Last time I flew here, they usually chase my ship, which maybe that was a different. I did Mars Easy Start, I think, and I realized they were chasing the ship. So I don't know. Maybe this is an outdated start map, and for some reason they don't chase me. But I was also being really good to stay far enough away on the ship. They didn't spot me, but on the Mars Easy Start, once I got close in a ship, these would take off and follow after me and shoot me down. These just kind of hovered here and shot at me, which is what they usually do when you're just flying around in person. They won't chase you down, but they will shoot at you, kind of like the turrets. Just yeah, I don't know. Hopefully one day we'll get some updates, some really good updates, get some multiplayer, not multiplayer, but NPC, kind of make the game a little more active, engaging. But yeah, right now here's the first base. It was basically turning this into the roof, so everything's getting sealed in. My garage here is getting all sealed in for my buggy. Let's see, here's the door. Yeah, getting that all sealed in. There's be a or this is the original ramp stopped here, and then I built onto it. There'll be a secondary parking. This is going to be like have some sort of a door. Anyway, the ship's going to be able to take off and land on different planets, and I can drive my buggy out and explore if I want. And yeah, I just got set up for grinding, recycling, this kind of stuff. Made a ship. It's my orange ship. So here's a grinder. This is the pirate's grinder. I will also cut this off and move it central to the main ship structure. So here's my the original Greater pit. Greater pit. And then they had these drop ships. They don't carry hardly any weight though. So I made this ship. Just a bunch of thrusters. Just basically a bunch of thrusters and one landing gear. And I attached that to this stuff. This debris down here. Sometimes I even have to cut this in half. But get a lot of parts out of that. Recycle everything I need to build more stuff. These are the turbases. I cut them off at the base so I can carry them. They were attached to the ground. They were a structure. So I cut them off, tip them, kind of rammed into it with the ship, tip them over so I had enough room to get that orange ship in there.
Fuel low.
Oh crap. Damn it.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, but those little pillars are too heavy to pick up, so I gotta cut those down. Having a uranium problem or something. I can't keep this thing full. I put this reactor in for the flight over. So I have a problem with power. There are a lot of thrusters on this deal here. Gotta get my stuff back. So yeah, just giving you a quick rundown of this super base. I like the way it's going. I'm really loving this game. I'm finally getting to play it. And I am just building this big old creation. And I'm loving it so much. So, gonna give you just this... Oh, what am I doing? No, I forgot.
Fuel critical.
Okay. Got lucky on that one. I keep forgetting you don't start out with much hydrogen. Here's one of the meteor pits. Ooh, it's probably not platinum. Yes, I just wanted to record some of the progress as I go along, and then I will live stream some of the building, I think, at some point. Be a good chance for Q&A and things like that. I don't know. I feel a little conflicted uploading gaming videos to my channel, though I've never really declared it as a RV only channel. It's just Class A, and this is what I do for entertainment. My Class A has to, and on some degree, is part of it, the whole show. And yeah, good time for Q&A, I suppose. This is getting recorded using OBS Studio. Familiarizing myself pretty well with it. This stairwell, I like this stairwell. I put this in so I can get down to the lower section of the pirate base. This was actually the first thing I built with stairs once I realized, ooh, we got stairs. I don't have to build these ugly ramps everywhere for walking. Put a couple doors in. So I love it, yeah, modifying the pirate base. Attached the cargo container in here in this. They're calling this the crew quarters. See, I gotta still hack some of these pirate stuff so I can have access to it. But yeah, this first thing I built with the stairs, because I had realized, or I saw the stairs built in this here command center. Comms. Wait, what does it say? Command control. Let's see, crew quarters. So I'm just kind of building this all into my super ship. Command central. Bunch of consoles. Be a good place for multiplayer. Control of the ship. Sorry if that's noisy, my furnace just kicked on. Pretty chilly out. What every month are we in? October, November, or something? November 12th. Yes, November 12th. It is getting chilly out. Got the furnace going. Got the games going. Yeah, a lot of damage on the ship too because of all the shooting. Lots of shooting. At one point just started blasting. I got pissed off because I kept getting killed, so I took my my fighter and just started blasting this thing with bullets. Taking out the turrets. These are my turrets. Anything that's left is, or any turrets that are here now are the ones I put in. These I ground down and hacked them, so they are now working for me. But yeah, a lot of the, you can see right there's a dip, some damage right there. A lot of carnage happened in order to take over this place, so it's a good. I'm pretty invested making this map my map. And using it to learn the game on. There's so much to learn in this game. Holy crap, I'm just barely getting into everything. I just learned about rotors and what was the other thing? Blueprints. Let's see, how do we do it? Blue. Oh, we gotta point it at something. Right, I have not completely taken over this ship yet. The heck? Okay, so this flew, so that was a ship. Then I used a merge block to attach it right here on this pillar. So now this ship is again a base and probably needs, I probably need to go through and hack everything to make it mine. You hack it, you just grind it down and then rebuild it. See, there's a hack line, functional line is red, the hack line is blue. It must be overlaying each other. So, rebuild it. I cannot reach it. That's great.
Critical.
Let's get some hydrogen. This is all, I ground everything down in here and hacked it. So this is all mine. Can access some stuff through the reactor. Hydrogen. There we go. There's now my door. Hack the control panel and then I can open it, close it. Let's do this real quick. So I don't forget about it and have some wonky door situation going on later. Inventory full. That's great. It's a bunch of nope. Okay. And yeah, all sorts of damage. This part of the ship though got all messed up because my big old thruster for forward, my main forward thruster for this big old base got a little too close when I was lining things up and it blew a hole in it. Or it's from that pillar. I got too close and that pillar just kind of smashed through it, but if it did, I did not even notice. Okay, let's grind this down. And then now you can see the separate lines. So it's hacked. Let's get the other one so I'm not locked out. There you go. Hangar door. Now we can patch this up. Again, these are the holes I drilled to get in here. Oops, I don't have any stuff. Alright, anyway. Well, there she is. The big old super base. Having fun with it. I call it a super base, but it isn't. You know, I go and look at these videos. I've been watching the Space Engineers channel on YouTube. And oh boy, the stuff that you can build in this game is insane. There are people fly around big old ships. 4 times as big as this, docking inside of ships 10 times bigger than that. It is crazy. This is a game I will play for a very long time. I love anything outer space, Star Warsy, or I mean, this is just freaking awesome. You can build your own stuff, flight, space, and do some traveling. See the stars. Let's get a top-down view. Just gonna show the progress before it gets all built. Before I start building it. As you can see, these are just kind of sticking out there, so I will chop right here, chop, and then chop right here. All this stuff, chop. This building will be moved over here up top on the roof, so we can drop smaller things on it. This might, I think, will go on the inside somewhere in there, or maybe right here on the back of the ship. And we got this super big old grinder pit I'm making because I'm having the little ships, their smaller blocks are shooting out of here like crazy and they're making a mess, so made a big pit to drop them in. There's a bit of an edge here. Hopefully it'll keep some of the blocks in from getting lobbed out like little freaking death grenades. And I could also just fly whole ships in there, grind them down. We drop bigger chunks of stuff in, like this big chunk down here would not. This I already had sitting on top of this, and all the bottom of this is completely ground down. But it was too big to fit, suck it in the rest of the way, so I got that big old pit made to drop things like that in as well. Yeah, we can harvest or reclaim a lot of materials from those things. Or when I get tired of my ships, or they break beyond anything I want to repair, just drop them in and just gonna grind them down. So here we go, let's do a fly around, and I may live stream some building, or I will just do another update on this later. Just kind of show the way this is kind of coming out. Turn that off. It's going to be the front of the ship. This will be the new cockpit. This thing's sticking up. I don't know what to call that. This is the garage. This is pretty cool. It's got some kind of repair station in there I need to figure out later. I need to hack everything and make it usable. And that'll be like kind of the front lower part of the ship, so my buggies can come in there, get repaired, or I think even the ships can fly in there. See, I'll find a way to shape it and put a housing or a shell around it. I like these landing pads too. I think I'll keep those attached or remove those and install those somewhere else up top on the ship too, for visitors or people who want to trade, if trading is a thing, or get some resources anyway. So yep, there it is. Let's wrap it up a little bit. I want to make sure this recording isn't too big. I'm using this as a way to get familiarized with streaming and recording on screen stuff and things like that. So yep, loving it.